Hello, my name's Gabriel and I have what they call schizophrenia. This video is my voices part 2. So if you didn't watch the first video called My Voices, I'll do a recap. So I came off my clozapine in 2020 and I dropped from 200 milligrams to 175 to 150 to 100 to 50, then to 0. And basically, when I hit 0 within the first 3 nights, I was getting brain zaps and I was really uncomfortable. I wasn't sleeping. And within about a week, I started hallucinating and hearing voices that I think it started with me thinking they were demons, and then it turned into me thinking they were angels. And then when I started thinking they were angels, they started telling me or trying to control me. And then I kind of snapped and realized about a month later that, well, I didn't realize, I thought they were demons again. But then I had an epiphany that it might be psychosis. And sorry if I sound weird, just because I'm shivering a little bit. I'm on the balcony. But yeah, I had an epiphany when I was watching a YouTube video about schizophrenia that it might be schizophrenia. Because I did have schizophrenia, but I didn't believe it until I came off my clozapine. So when I had the epiphany that it was probably schizophrenia, I decided to start getting back on my meds. But what the voices would say is they would say 3, 2, 1, and then my heart would start racing. And then they would say, on your marks, get set, go. And then my heart would start racing. And that repeated for about a year. But after I got back on my clozapine, my heart stopped racing when they said it. And it was basically just a bark. There was no bite. It was just simply 3, 2, 1, then nothing would happen. And as it went on, where nothing would happen, I got over it. I stopped hearing them, and I haven't heard them in a while now. But yeah, that's basically what they would say. It was 3, 2, 1, and some of them would claim to be angels. So my psychosis was basically about demons and angels, and that freaked me out. And I was in what I would call a haunted basement at the time. Trigger warning, this trips me out too, so if you're not ready to hear this, like I said in my last video, this is something different though. But yeah, turn away if you're not ready to hear this. But I would wake up with smashed cups on the floor and all this weird stuff. I'm sure it was a cat knocking over the cup or something, but this freaked me out. Freaked me right out. But yeah, my voices were basically, they convinced me that they could control my heart, and that really scared me. I had I'm not diagnosed with PTSD, and I'm not saying I have it, but it felt like PTSD. Every time I felt something in my heart, I would immediately grab onto something to try and ground myself. I was constantly rocking back and forth, grabbing things because I was overwhelmed by my hallucinations. But yeah, it's basically what my voices said. And what else did they say? I remember one time I felt like there was this dark energy around me. And I know now it was a hallucination, but I could feel my hair moving, and I heard a whisper in my ear saying, he knows right where he's going. And that freaked me out. I also had nightmares where I could hear voices. That also freaked me out. But yeah. I heard voices for a while, like basically when I was 16 in 2015. When I first heard voices, I was awake for 48 hours, and I was using this paranormal device, and I was hearing voices coming through the device, and I was recording it and amplifying it in Audacity. I was amplifying my recordings by 100%, and I could hear all these whispers. And then I spent like 2 days listening to that. Then when I took out the headphones, I could still hear them. So I started hallucinating for the first time. And then, but I think I also hallucinated as a baby too, but I didn't get those memories back till later. But yeah, I started hearing voices. I freaked out. I became really unwell. I ended up in the hospital for 9.5 weeks. And then I got out, stayed out of the hospital till 2021. So I went in psychosis in 2020, but I was able to recover without going to the hospital. But then in 2021, I went to the hospital because I was worried about my health, and I was always paranoid. But it wasn't really a psychosis. It was just leftover residual stuff from my psychosis that I wanted to deal with. So I went in voluntarily. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. My name's Gabriel, and I have what they call schizophrenia. Subscribe for more, hit the like button. Let's get this awareness out there. Change the world. Thank you.